Let's see what's going on. Oh, look who returned back. The individual returned back from serving customers at an indoor recreational facility golf course. And he is hiding from camera view. That's right. Plenty of parking here. Plenty of parking here, guys. Right here in front. Right here in front. He should have parked right here, okay? Or over there across the street. Oh, look at what we have here. Already checking the mail. Wow. It didn't take him too long. He's out looking for more victims. He got the red shirt. The red shirt is a signal for law enforcement to make sure this individual is protected, serving customers away from camera view. Okay? Yes, they are targeting young teenagers and children. Addiction is a very big part of state fraud, mental health inpatient. Okay? Identity theft Medicaid. Okay, looks like he is serving the dollar store. The dollar store owner is being served. And you guys just saw the individual making a drop-off inside the mail. Okay? Social acting, of course, as if he's looking for mail on Sunday. On Sunday. We also have the mail carrier delivering the mail on Sunday on video. Okay? All right. 12:10 p.m. Sunday, April 5th, 2026. We are focused 5130 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60824. The female is hiding for some reason, but her husband is really hiding. Okay? After February 27th, 2026, a U.S. Marshal fake entrapment. Okay? Fake arrest, father and son, catch and release. February 27th, 2026, Friday. We have on video the individual returning back 5132. Okay? He left earlier, and he was instructed to park there. Joint alliance with the Candyman. The Candyman is also parked right here, breaking his routine. This is strategizing taking place periodically. We also have homeowner Martinez family vehicle as far as Village of Pilsen registration. Okay? Parked right there for entrapment purposes. And that's one of the reasons for the electronic harassment for entrapment purposes of mental health issue illness. State mental health illness. Inpatient. Okay, the individual is inside the dollar store, and we shall see if he's gonna, most likely he will be serving customers in that area. He won't be coming back anytime soon. Okay, so that's what we got. And we uploaded the video of this individual engaging and inviting inside a very young teen on bike. Okay, not the first time. This individual is well documented as far as engaging with minors. Okay, and this is one of the main reasons for on the U.S. Marshal, February 27th, 2026, Friday, a big entrapment, fake arrest. Catch and release, father and son, 5130. Okay, and we have the video of the individual returning back shortly after his fake arrest in this vehicle right here on video. And we got a lot of hits, and everybody knew exactly who he was. Okay, he returned back shortly after, and obviously he continues hiding to avoid the U.S. Marshal being implicated in any wrongdoing. Okay, that's the reason. I was the intended arrestee that day, and it's called entrapment for a reason. And community gang stalking a little bit. All right. So murder plot continues. Remember, this electronic harassment is to manipulate the victims to respond as far as entrapment purposes. All right, we have the individual returning back on this video camera right here. He's been instructed to hide his vehicle, 5132, the person in charge of 5132. And we were able to capture him here, okay? So let's make sure we note the time. He is making periodic deliveries at an indoor recreational facility golf course, okay? 12:14 p.m., Sunday, April 5th, 2026. Okay, we were able to capture him here, and obviously the discretion is being taken. This is San Francisco Mayor as well. This is a big organization, and that's the reason for the planning of that fake arrest, father and son at 5130 Friday. Okay, so there's no doubt the intentions when it gets too hot. This is what they do, okay? They know how to strategize. We got the individual right here with the gray truck right here, okay? Hiding from camera view. He could have parked right here. It could have been a lot more convenient for him to cross the street, especially if he was carrying the golf clubs. But he was instructed to hide in that tight spot right there. See that? That's a pretty tight spot for a gray truck. He would have been a lot better off right here. See that? But he was instructed to squeeze in that small little parking spot, because look at my cameras. They're directed at 5130. See that? The cameras are directed, and he was instructed to park in back. Why? He will be making periodic deliveries throughout the day of narcotics, and obviously that's the reason for the discretion. I really do not need to focus on his vehicle. All I have to do is place my camera right here, and I can see him coming in and out. That's all I gotta do. That's all I gotta do. All right, so that's gonna work out perfect for us. All right, so for now, we got him. Get involved, guys. Get involved. It is worth your time and effort. And remember, it's not these teenagers in the area. It's all the teenagers. The reason they're going after children and teenagers is because it is a state fraud, insurance, identity theft, Medicaid. This is state fraud, mental health, inpatient, okay? And the younger the victim, the bigger the payoff. That's the reason they're going after such young individuals, okay? And they're easily manipulated. And the family members, of course, will sign an order of protection, will sign off our legal rights and award the victim to the State Mental Institute. And that's the reason it's so important. There's no witnesses. See that? Mm-hmm. The individual is returning back. He is returning back. Well protected by Tanahsiro officials, law enforcement, Cook County Sheriff, Des Plaines Cook County Sheriff Tom Dart, and now we have a U.S. Marshal on board. This is trafficking. There we go. Oh, look at that. Did you guys see that? He's not too happy. He's up to no good. He's up to no good. He got caught. He got caught. That's what happens when you play with fire, guys. Sooner or later, you will be documented. And this individual has been documented for a really long time. They're attacking the brain as I'm speaking. Obviously from any electrical source outage. See that? So this military-grade technology, they simply redirected high frequencies and electromagnetic field waves toward the brain, shock treatment. And that's where the shock treatment is coming from any electrical source outage. And they're able to shut down any power source and internet connection disabled and failed uploads. Organized crime is responding. And there's not much they can do, okay? I've been doing this since 2003, year and present, April 5th, 2026, Sunday morning. And there's not much they can do, guys. We are dedicated. Anything happens to me, it will bring more questions and more awareness how this criminal organization is able to manipulate businesses, remain in control, silent, incoherent victims. Nursing home final faith, identity theft Medicaid takes place. This is it here, guys. This is it. It is being used for manipulation purposes, okay? Electronic harassment. But over time, it will become very deadly. That's right. The brain vessels of the brain, sooner or later will weaken. And the side effects are very grim. Oh, that's right. Tumors of the brain aneurysm. The fibers of the brain will weaken and cause bleeding. That's right. Brain aneurysm. Blood clot. Bone cancer. A number of secondary health issues of radiation levels. Yes, they're upset. I understand that. This is their livelihood. I understand. But you have to understand as well that they're willing to take this risk. They're willing to take this risk of attacking my brain every single day. 2003 year and present, 2026, April 5th, Sunday morning at, it's 12:20 p.m. They're willing to take this risk because they feel very confident that sooner or later the police officers will make an arrest. And by all means, I am waiting for that. I am waiting for that. Remember, the police officers, they're trying to, that's why it's called entrapment. That's the reason for the U.S. Marshal baiting me, a catfish, working alongside Homeowner Martinez's son, who was instructed to park right here. As far as catfish, bait, focus, follow, attention span. Same time frame as the after-school child picking up the mailbox, and Homeowner Martinez's son came out. Once Homeowner Martinez came out, if you guys watched the video of the U.S. Marshal, once Homeowner Martinez came out, everything set into motion. That's when the U.S. Marshal made eye contact with me, and he proceeded to catfish me. Okay? You saw the bright light harassment there, being redirected from any glare, flash, white background, also utilizing mirrors as well, will cause accidents and death. The high frequencies, there we go, community gang stalking. The high frequencies will attack the victim's nervous system, loss of coordination, accidents, and death as well. And of course, the electromagnetic field waves. Well, secondary health issues of radiation levels, equal exposure from microwave oven, X-ray machine, or sleeping next to a high power line. We come a long way, guys. Get involved. It is worth your time and effort. You won't regret it. Please contact Internal Revenue Services, the IRS. Post the date, January 8th, 2025. I filed a petition with a tax preparer tax evasion regarding 5132 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60804. The first floor remains vacant, and obviously, the person in charge of 5132 is going to extreme lengths to avoid our surveillance. He got a cute dog, a very friendly Doberman Pinscher that's always greeting everyone. I put that dog inside a couple of times. That was for entrapment purposes that they left the gate open. Okay? There we go. All right. Once again, get involved. Internal Revenue Services. The first floor remains vacant, guys. Nella Greco is also very sure that this criminal organization is going to be able to deal with me. Deal with me? Well, electronic harassment is being used for entrapment purposes, but the secondary health issues are very grim. It is deadly. It is capital one murder. That's why it's so important. I have to document every single day what's going on. That's what sets me apart from other YouTubers. This is a documentation of entrapment, documentation of mental health, illness, inpatient, as far as state fraud. This is how they're able to manipulate businesses, remain in control, and silence their arbitraries. All right, so for now, we are moving on. No police officers in the area. As you can see, they have broken their routine. Okay? What's that called? It's called self-incrimination. Okay? That's called self-incrimination when you do that. And this criminal organization is getting another good education. One more time. Okay? It's called self-incrimination. Do not break your routine, guys. That's the worst thing you can do when it comes to state fraud, mental health, inpatient. All right, let's see what happened with this camera here. Okay, battery went down. Okay. Okay, we have activity over there. Let's see what this is by accident. Okay, it looks like one of our neighbors. All right. Here we got the individual. We're moving on. Okay, I want to just make sure you guys understand what that's right. That's right. You see this right here? Not only is this bright light harassment being used for entrapment purposes, of course, that's where the bright light harassment is coming from, that window right there. Okay? Next door, 5135. We also have a police officer entering and exiting with a camera from the front on video. Okay? Taking pictures once I respond. Remember, Tunnel Sister officials are working on a harassment case against me. So this is very crucial as far as that. And the same scenario happened February 27th, 2026, Friday, with the U.S. Marshal entrapment. This right here set everything in rotation, okay? So, in other words, it was set on purpose, as always, and Homeowner Martinez, right from next door, was instructed. Remember, the electronic harassment is to provoke movement, reaction, response, yelling, running out of control, kicking, screaming, public outbursts, and surprise advantage once I approach the window. Oh, look at what we have here. The young teenager has reappeared, and look who came out at the same time frame. Okay? So here we go again. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. The individual is hiding behind the pole, just like before. Hiding behind the pole. And the teenager is instructed to go to the back. And he's going to hide. He's going to hide. He's going to hide. Now, why did this happen? Well, I was giving you the grand tour of the bright light harassment covering up all the windows, and the military-grade technology is very aware of my location and activities from next door. Instruction given on command signal. That's the reason why he came out. And the young teen on bike is returning back for a reload. Now, this is entrapment as well, because the young teen now is being coerced into addiction. Addiction is a very big part. So, of state fraud, mental health inpatient. Okay? So, to create family withdrawal, to create family, for the family members to place a order of protection, for the family members to sign up all legal rights, for the family members to award the victim to the state mental institute. And obviously, the younger the victim, the bigger the payoff. That's why they're targeting young teenagers and children. And they're willing to take this risk because Thomas Israel happens to be above the law for now. That's right. This U.S. Marshal was a clear indication what Thomas Israel Mayor Larry Dominic will result to. He just has to make a simple phone call to employees, government employees that are in a separate payroll of state fraud. And once he makes that phone call and the strategizing takes place, the game of manipulation, entrapment, is how they're able to get away with this. Okay? Remember, I stand in their way, but it's business as usual. Okay, the young teenager seems to be instructed to stay in the back. Okay? To avoid any incrimination. So most likely he will be going to the back. I'm not sure if they have an opening in the back. I always see everyone exiting and entering from the front. So let's make sure we got this at the time. 12:29 p.m. Sunday, April 5th, 2026. And I just finished uploading the video of this same scenario, guys. Same scenario. And look at what happened. On a Sunday. On a Sunday. This is the machine. Thomas Israel Mayor, Larry Dominic. They're constantly moving the product. And remember, look at right here. Okay? A big space. Why is this truck returning back from serving customers at an indoor recreational facility, golf course, and hiding into a tight squeeze right there to avoid our surveillance? Community gang stalking. Here we go. The silent alarm has been triggered. The silent alarm has been triggered. But I don't know why the police officers are not being called as well. The police officers should be lining up to provoke the victim's psyche. Okay? But now they're hesitant and they do not want to use law enforcement to avoid any suspicious activity. Way too late for that. Way too late for that. We are working closely with Samantha Chapman, Channel 7 News, private investigator, and she offered to help us, okay? So we're going to see how good Thomas Israel Mayor Larry Dominic is above the law, okay? Remember, this is the reason for the grand fiasco on February 27, 2026, Friday, entrapment. I was the intended arrestee. This is the reason why this female's husband continues hiding to avoid implicating the U.S. Marshal in any wrongdoing. Okay? He arrived in that red vehicle, four-door Jeep, and now he's in hiding. Okay? Well, he already made the mistake of returning back. Okay? Shortly after the fake arrest. And if he continues hiding, it's just going to be worse for him, okay? If you guys want to find out if her husband was arrested or not, simply Google his license plates, okay? We have his information, constantly changing vehicles, and his license plates are documented every single time. He was changing vehicles at least every 2 weeks or a week and a half, okay? This is the desperation they're going through to avoid our suspicion. Any suspicious activity. Oh, okay, we have another organized crime family employee right over there with the gray Mustang convertible. He is on standby. Okay? We have homeowner Martinez, green vehicle in the front. The green vehicle, as you can see, is right there. And we are waiting patiently for the teen. Now, this is another thing. The young teen usually parks his bike in the back and comes into the front. Why was he instructed otherwise now? See that? If you look at the video, they're breaking routine as far as dealing with the young teenager. Because they know they're not supposed to be messing around with minors. They're not supposed to be messing around with children. Okay? A lot of people commented, why are you recording children? Because we're trying to create awareness of what's going on. Ignoring the situation is not going to do it. Okay? I have to place this on video and make sure we put Thomas Cicero on the map as far as child abuse, as far as messing around with minors, as far as entrapment of state mental illness inpatient, okay? So if you want more information, our information is on our social media platform. Okay, please contact Internal Revenue Services, guys. We're hitting this criminal organization where it hurts, in their pocketbooks. 5132, January 8th, 2025. Nello Greco's the main proprietor. There's a reason why that first floor is vacant, okay? It's vacant, and it's a double lot, okay? There's a reason why this gray truck is hiding from camera view. There's a reason why the Candyman was instructed to park over here, okay? Both of these, same equation to avoid recording underage engagement of narcotics. A very big no-no. And that's the reason why there's no identification address on this property, okay? Before and after evidence of fire, no investigation, cover-up, and what did they do? They send in 3 police officers involved in criminal activity, and what did Thomas Cicero police officers do? They're getting a signed petition by organized crime, 5130 and 5132, a harassment case against me. We also have Thomas Cicero officials, building department, parked right here in front, entrapment on video, okay? So I am behind enemy lines, plenty of second character witnesses in the area, and let's not forget, the mob plan hits with second character witnesses among her co-workers, instructed to park underneath my window as well, okay? That is the owner, throwing rocks at the window. Throwing rocks at the window. That is entrapment as well. We got the bright light harassment right there. Okay, that's the dollar store owner right there. There we go. And that is redirected from mirrors, right from next door, 5135. Are we done here, guys? All right, that's nice you guys are making noise, but if you really got the golas, tell the young teenager to come out through the front. Okay, what we have here... Let's see what we have here. Is this a Uber Eats? Is this a Uber Eats parking? It should park a little better. Is this a Uber Eats? Let's see, it could be a Uber Eats. It's a Sunday. A lot of people are eating inside. Ah, another community gang stalking. All right, let's see. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Is this a Uber Eats? Hurry up, the food is getting cold. The food is getting cold. There you go. Okay, so we did give him the benefit of the doubt. There we go. And look who's here. Returning back from the golf course. And why was he instructed to park away from camera view? See that? 5132. Here we go. Must be nice. No job, no school. No job, no school. 5132. That's the individual in charge of 5132, guys. And look at where he parked that right there. Okay? So you see how I gave this individual an opportunity because it's easy to jump to conclusions. Okay? Because of the similarities of the exhaust system. Okay? The exhaust system is used. See that? You can hear it. When it's used aggressively, it is to target individuals of... See that? When it's used aggressively, but the individual didn't do a spin out, it was pretty normal to me. Okay? So, obviously, see that? Pretty normal. Okay? So that's it. All right? That's what we got so far. Get involved, guys. There's a reason why I am the target, okay? I know what social acting is, okay? If I didn't know what social acting is, I would not be here, guys, okay? Because that was a clear example, textbook, how not to be judgmental when it comes to social acting, okay? That's the reason why they're attacking the victim's psyche. And that's the reason I don't drink or smoke. Okay? You got to be able to distinguish fact from fiction, or you will become a victim, okay, of state fraud, mental health inpatient. Okay? All right. That's it. The teen has been instructed to stay in the back. They have broken their routine, and obviously, they're up to no good. The young teenager, they're stripping his life away. Okay? They're taking his ability to defend himself. Okay? How they're doing that? Addiction. Okay? And sooner or later, they're going to cash in on his life. Okay? Just like me. Once again, I might not be here to enjoy the fruits of my labor. But anything happens to me, at least it will bring credibility to my social media platform and awareness. Okay? So I understand the risk, guys. Trust me, I don't have to be here if I don't want to. I'm here because I can, I care, and I want to make a difference. And I want to make sure you guys understand. My ex-wife is leaving to Mexico. She's done, and she's retiring. Okay, so you guys can continue monitoring what's going on here. But remember, this criminal organization does have lookout people. The dollar store owner does have a family member that rides an electric scooter, making sure there's no new faces in the area. Well documented on that social media platform, a lookout man. And they're also utilizing children to be lookouts as well, specifically trained for that purpose. As far as entrapment, you need a victim such as I. Okay? So, I don't know how you guys want to work things out. I cannot afford the rent here. It's $1,200. But this is prime real estate when it comes to history in the making. Okay? If you are in law enforcement, if you are a writer, an author, if you are in Hollywood, this is the perfect opportunity as far as... There you go. How victims are preconditioned at home to respond psychologically. Okay? Remember that. I am behind enemy lines. And you guys can review the videos. We stand at 10K on video. And we also are on Facebook on the wheel. So you guys, and we tweet once in a while. But you guys can see for yourself how this is a great importance to avoid further casualties, especially young teen victims, okay, and children. Very quiet. I guess they're done. Are we done? Okay. All right. We have movement in the back alley. Let's see who that is. Grandma is back. Grandma is back. She's been instructed to go to the alley to avoid surveillance. Grandma is back. And so the mailbox exchange, child endangerment of narcotics, will continue in just a bit. That's Grandma right there. That's Grandma right there. Okay? So she's back in action, and she will be placing the narcotics most likely inside the mailbox or underneath the front porch. That's the reason for the silent alarm being triggered as far as community gang stalking. Okay? And the young teen was instructed to stay in the back, and the individual slammed the door and went inside. Okay? Are we done here? All right, we are looking forward to getting Grandma on video once again, guys. How about that? And don't forget. Oh, okay. Let's see. 12:43 p.m. Sunday, April 5th, 2026. Grandma is back. And, of course, child endangerment. And, of course, no Town of Cicero police officers in the area. That's called self-incrimination. We got them on video, guys. Okay?